Hi, in this video tutorial, you will learn how to create loops in Power Apps using the ForAll function to iterate through records and execute specific actions for each one of them. Okay, I have this app that I created previously. It already has these buttons. There's no code on any of the buttons. We will create that during the video. And there's also this Dataverse table, which is the product table, which has a few products with a price for each one of them, and a discounted price column, which is empty for all of the records. Now imagine that you want to loop through each of the records to add a discounted price for all of them. How would you do that? You can use the ForAll function for that purpose. How does this work? Let's start by generating a collection. Here on this first button, we're going to go to the onSelect property of the button, and we're going to add the following. Clear, collect, and we're going to give a name to the new collection that we're creating, updated products. And here in this collection, we're going to use a ForAll function. In the ForAll function, we'll go through the records of the products table. We don't have the products table yet, so I need to go here to data and add. Let's search for products here. So I'm adding the products table. Now we should have it. That is the first parameter of the ForAll function, the data source. In this case, the products table, which is this table from Dataverse. Now the second parameter of the ForAll function is the formula that you want to execute for every record of the data source. So in this case, what we are going to do is this. Open and close curly braces. Then you do name. So it's going to be this record dot name. Price. It's going to be this record dot price. Discounted price will be this record dot discounted price. Close parentheses at the end for the ForAll function. Close parentheses again. Let's format the text to read it better. And what this ForAll function is doing is that it is going to the products table and getting the content of every record and adding that to the collection that we are calling updated products. So the updated products collection should now have, once we execute the button, execute this action, it should have the content of the products table. And we can display that by using a gallery. So I'm going to click here and insert a vertical gallery. We are going to connect it to the updated products collection that we just created. We're going to change the layout to title and subtitle. Here in the fields, the title will be name and the subtitle price. Okay, now let's save the app, play it, click generate collection, and see, we created a collection that has the content from the database, and the gallery displays the content of the collection. And that was done using the ForAll function. Now let's also show the discounted price. So we're going to do this price and this item.price. And let's allow some space here. Then we do discounted price and this item.discounted price, like that. So now it will show the price and the discounted price. Since there's no data for discounted price, it's currently empty. We will add that in a second. But before, let me show something else that you can do with a ForAll function. Another thing that you can use in a ForAll function is a sequence. So you could do something like this. ForAll sequence. Now let's say a sequence of 4. And we add the formula. It's going to be name, index, the products table, we want the value, dot name. We do index from products table, value, dot name. So this we'll get from the products table on value, which is the sequence here, like record number 1, the name. Now let's do price, index, products, value, dot price, index products value dot discounted price. And now let's wrap that in the collection. Clear collect, updated products 2. This is going to be a different collection, which will contain this content. We need to close the ForAll parentheses and close the clear collect parentheses. And this is what we have for this generate collection 2 button. What it will do is that it will run the sequence, it will run the ForAll for only 4 records, not for all of the records of the database. See, currently it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records, but now it will run just for 4. And that's the content of the updated products 2 collection. So let's change the source of this gallery to updated products 2, the new collection that we are creating. Then let's save, play the app, click generate collection 2, and see, it brought only 4 products. So the sequence. So that's how you use a sequence in a ForAll loop. Let's change the source of the gallery back to the original updated products with all of the records. Now let's see another usage of the ForAll loop. Go to the discount button on the onSelect property. We're going to add this other code. ForAll, open and close parentheses. First parameter is always a table. In this case, it's going to be the table that comes from the collection. So updated products collection has a table. So the updated products collection that we just created returns a table, which is this one that we are displaying in the gallery. See here, data type, table. And the second parameter of the ForAll is always the formula. So it's the data source and the formula. And in this case, what we are going to do is a patch. So we're going to update the content of the updated products collection. So open and close parentheses for the patch. And we're going to patch the updated products collection, the current record. So patch function has source as the first parameter, updated products, the record as the second parameter, which is this record. And then here the formula that we're going to create to update. Open and close curly braces. And we're going to say discounted price is price times, let's do 10% discount. So what is this formula doing? This formula is going to the updated products collection and patching the collection, updating every record with a discount of 10%. So currently there's no discount. Once we click the discount, it should display the new discount here. So let's play the app, click discount, and see 10% on every record. The first parameter of ForAll is a table. The second parameter is the formula. And the ForAll as a whole, it also returns a table. Now let's see another usage of the ForAll loop. You can use it with a filter function. So let's go to the discount high ticket button, and on select property of the button, we're going to change it to this. ForAll, open and close parentheses, and inside of it, we need a table in the first parameter. And the table that we're going to generate here is going to be a filtered table that contains only the records that we want. So we're going to do a filter, open and close parentheses, updated products, and we want just the records that have the price above 500. So this first part will return a table just with the records with the price above 500, which is some of the records of the data source, not all of them. And then the formula that we will apply to all of the filtered records is a patch that updates those records. So we will update the updated products table, the current record, and what is the update that we want to do? It's going to be discounted price would be price times, let's do a 15% discount. So we are filtering the updated products collection just for the products that have a price above 500, and then we patch every record to change the discounted price on those higher ticket products to a higher discount. So let's play the app. I'm going to generate the collection again from the beginning, which doesn't have any discount. And then I'm going to click the discount high ticket button and see just the products that have a price above 500 have a discount, and it is a 15% discount. So that's the usage of a filter inside the ForAll function. And we can also use the ForAll loop to update the data source itself. Let's do that in the Save button. Go to the onSelect property of the button. Let's change the formula to ForAll, open and close parentheses, and inside, first parameter is the table, which is updated products table. Next parameter is the formula, which is going to be a patch formula to update the data source. And the patch formula will take the data source as the first parameter, which is the products table. And then we're going to do a lookup to find the record that we want to update in the data source. Lookup in the products table for the record that has the name equals to the updated products name. And on that record, we will execute this formula. Discounted price will be the discounted price in the current record of the collection. And then let's notify the user that the update was successful. Save. Okay. Let's first generate the collection again, the original one without any discount. Let's apply the discount on every record. Remember that if we go here to the data source, it still has the discount column empty for every record, because so far we were working just with in-memory collection in Power Apps, not updating the data source. And now with the Save button, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to update the data source with the new values for discounted price. So click Save, it's running. Update successful, which is the notification message that we added. Go to Dataverse, refresh it, and see the discounted price was added on every record. That's a way to use the ForAll function to patch the data source with the content of a collection. Hey, if you like this video, please click like, and if you want to learn more about Power Apps, click subscribe.